So, last session, you guys were traveling to the wheel. You had encountered some of the local security that was there alongside with the outside security, which was that of the Empire. You were there to meet up with some Ugnaughts who were wanting to travel to a new location to find some work. The reason being for this was unknown, really. Nothing big in the detail. You just know that their employers have shifted hands, and now they are going to be escorted under all of you. During this endeavor, some of our players were able to uncover that the Empire was secretly storing data in a location that was hidden to most, and in doing so, had caused a bit of a scene. While in the mix of all of this happening, you guys were trying to find some extra carts to begin pushing more of the belongings of these Ugnaughts to their desired location, and while doing this, the security drones were taken over by the Empire, or so you believe, as all of them had all shut down for a moment and then rose back up, beginning to start a stir. You all gathered into the YT 1390, the Ackley Brigade, or the Ackley Frontier, and set course to try and escape the hands of the Empire, as they sent out various TIE fighters and TIE Raptors in your guys' directions. While doing so, you guys had a bit of a shitty version of the ship battles, which we are definitely going to improve upon because I have read a bit of the rules. I'm still reading them because of how much there is, and you all head off into hyperspace, traveling a bit of a distance in order to avoid the enemy. And with that, we now head over. Actually, we're gonna go over to here to the galaxy map. Trying to minimize it. There we go. So you all were here towards the wheel, and jumping to hyperspace had landed you roughly a bit here, heading towards the Rocher or Rushi system.
We're heading towards that roach.
To that roach.
Yeah, get that roach.
I'm always after the roach.
A bit outside of the system, though, but very close to it, as you all now jumping out of hyperspace, landing a bit above a asteroid field. The cold, dark, and somewhat cosmically beautiful landscape, if you can call it that, surrounded and filled in a moment with tons of dust and rocks and huge, gigantic boulders floating in continuous ring in some direction. Are you guys able to see the map at all?
I don't have a character that's able to see it now.
Oh, shoot. I wish there was a way that you guys can see this.
Maybe set limited or observe it, either observer or limited to on the ship sheet. That's what you or the ship for ownership of it for everyone. That is.
Confirm ownership. Observer. Observer. Observer.
Plug. There's this handy thing at the top of the set ownership.
Oh, it says all players. That's wild. I'm learning. Alright, are all you guys able to see it now?
No, but we can see the ship.
Do you see some of the asteroids?
I'm saying we can see the ship sheet. I can't see the asteroids. Maybe
See the ship. Oh,
can you right click on the token of the ship and set its visibility to, or click it, either turn on or off the visibility. I can't remember which one it is. Does the scene have baked in
Enable.
light?
No, I don't believe it does.
I think we found our problem. There we go.
Are you able to see more of it?
Yeah, I can see
Okay,
some.
there we go. I limited the amount of vision, so you guys are able to see as much as the area as possible. You guys are slowly traveling in this direction. The area is very quiet, and there is not much here. Just space rocks and dust. So, what is it you would like to do?
I assume the the guys we're dropping off, either their leader is up front with us.
The Ugnaughts are still on board with you. You have not reached the destination of where they need to go. As this is actually happening, let me do this real quick. No, that's not what I wanted. Damn it.
I think the vehicle's
You have to slash
the detour.
It's slash roll, and you can click on the drop down to make it private if you want.
No, this one I want you to guys see. As this is happening, a bit closer towards the engines, you hear a as a small alarm begins to go off as there's a beep, 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 beep. Otopilos, your trusted boss and ace pilot, looks over at what is going on. And
Yeah, I'm definitely running over by this.
And
Yeah,
turns
I'm
to one
definitely
of
running over by this point.
ready to what?
Yeah, I'm gonna run over, try to figure out what the heck's going on in the engine.
Okay. You see that there is a carbonic leak. The carbonic fluid is what makes sure that the hyperspace is able to continuously go forward. Or at least keep you guys propelled forward. So this definitely needs to be fixed quickly. You guys can do this as a group roll for, I believe, a repair. If there is a repair stat, it's been a minute. But you guys are beginning to settle down as the ship actually begins to land on a floating asteroid. You feel the shake of the ship begin to settle yourselves. So roughly right about here, near one of the sublight drives, is where the issue is coming from. I'm pinging it for you.
Yeah, you can see.
Are you still having trouble with your sheet, Riot?
Yes.
Okay, I want to fix that while you guys are doing that.
See if you can make a duplicate of it, and I'll see if I can open that duplicate.
First things first, I'm gonna check on our passengers and just like go around and see if they're all okay.
Okay, I'll put down the tokens for them in a moment. Where can I copy this?
Try right-clicking on the sheet, like just hover over the name and right-click on it.
View character artwork, view character token, configure ownership, export data, import data, clear folder.
Oh.
Wait, delete, duplicate, there we go. Alright, try
Okay,
it
let me
now.
see if I can. I can't open it. Maybe hold on. Let me close Forge and clear my cache real quick.
Okay.
So.
So you go over to the Ugnaughts. They are currently in the far cargo area where most of these guys are hanging out in. Both songs are playing at once. You see that the Ugnaughts seem to be doing fine. They are wondering what the hissing noise is, as they do see it, and a few of them are beginning to also assist with repairs. Two of them have come over with some spacefaring, or space tools, as they are getting ready to assist with that. If you guys want to make a roll for me, to
Sure,
try
I'm
and
guessing
What kind of roll? Sorry.
um roll me a roll me a tech roll me a tech roll to see if you guys can do so with advantage.
Let me see if I can access my sheet after logging back in.
this should with advantage.
Nope.
Yes, with advantage, because you are getting assisted with the Ugnaughts.
For the time being, Plug, can you roll my my technology check with advantage?
Yes, what is your...
Oh, you can't even open my sheet, can you?
I'm
I
not
can
seeing
open
the
it.
technology thing. Is it in the skills?
Okay. Yeah, it's in skills.
I'm also not seeing it.
Yeah, I think something happened to sheets. They're showing classic 5e stuff.
There was an update for it, for sure.
Yep.
Hold on.
Did we see
Is
Arcana
Stars view active modules? It shows Stars 5e is active.
All I'm saying is we have Arcana on our sheets.
Oh, switch it back to a 2014 rules plug. Go into is it configure settings and Dungeons and Dragons
Let's
and
see.
let's see if setting it back to 2014 rules
Configure
fixes that.
settings, core, Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition. Oh, yep, that's why. It's modern. It switched to modern rules 2014. Let's go back to legacy. Legacy rules 2014. Some of the changes settings require a reload of the application to take effect. Would you like to reload? Yes. Okay. Technical difficulties.
I forgot about that with the update. I am
It's
sorry.
it is
I
alright.
guess I haven't been running Star Wars and Foundry, so I didn't know.
Sorry, things happen. Tech breaks. Files
Yeah.
change. Star Wars 5E error detected in module. See JS
Oh.
console. I don't know if anyone else got that.
No, I did not get that. And I still cannot access my sheet.
I still see Arcana
Same.
Hmm.
sheet.
All right. I have a what is it? I have proficiency that's +2, and I have what is it? 3, a 16 intelligence that ends up becoming +5. Actually, I can roll that.
Yeah, I can't even access your guys' sheets. Oh, there, right, there's
I don't know,
Doros.
investigation. It would be the same for me.
Okay. I will give myself DM permissions here in a minute and see if I can figure stuff out on the back end while y'all are
Yeah,
doing
right.
that. But
Yours is the only one that was not able to do so. That is weird.
oh, it has me set to Game Master, and oh wait, no, that's on a different game. Let me go back to. I was looking at the wrong configure. Okay, set myself to Game Master for now, so I can check things. Yeah, for everyone watching, technically I do own this Foundry extension. Okay, Eric set detected. Source
Let's
JS
see.
console.
18, 23. Okay. At first, the pipe looks like it is about ready to like sort of rip in a way because this is a tube that's in the wall, connected and held by a few pieces of metal. It looks like it's about to rip, but the Ugnaughts quickly, with their hands, hold it in place as you take one of the tools that they're handing you, and you begin quickly sealing it with some sort of foamish material that then quickly dissolves in the air pocket, but in or just dissolves on the outside, but the inside portion of where that tube is being exposed to the carbonite or the carbonated fuel quickly hardens and is able to seal the hole. They then take what appears to be like some additional rubber and begin wrapping it around that particular spot and take a little bit of heat and they melt it over the area to where the additional rubber has now melted onto the rubber tube. So it is
While they're
fully healed up,
hey,
and the ship no
yeah,
longer has any issues.
while they're doing that, could I kind of just look around the area, see if I can figure out what caused this, whether it's just like really bad luck? Because I know we marked like we've done a pretty good job taking care of this ship. Was it sabotage? Was like really faulty part we need to double check in other areas? Could I just investigate the area?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Normal?
Yeah, this will be a normal roll since you're the one doing it. 10? Nothing seems to show any signs of sabotage. Uh, no signs of any tamperization or anything like that. Uh, it could have been just from continuous usage. From it just being a very old ship. The tube itself does look a little worn, so definitely requires some replacement at some point. But other than that, nothing really picks at you as anything of foul play.
Okay.
As this is going on, the droids, Blitz and Bolts, are interacting with the Ugnaughts, um, sort of letting them know that they are part of the ship's crew, and if they need anything, to let them know. The captain comes down, sort of hodling over to you all. Um, Sort of hops up onto the table to get your guys' attention. So, we now have a problem.
You mean the leak or something else?
Something else. That leak is easily fixed. And thank you for quickly getting to that. The Empire is now on our tail. We are going to have to hide here for just a moment. They will be sending ships on our last hyperdrive coordinates. So we will be staying in the asteroid field for at least a day or two while they pass. This was not part of the
Wouldn't it be
plan.
better? Wouldn't it be better to do a blind jump, then get back en route?
No. If they had time to be able to inspect our ship, they had time to possibly put in a tracker. And knowing the Empire, they like to make sure that anyone that's encountered them does not leave without problems. So, we are going to do a thorough, and I mean very thorough, check for the possible tracker. I have already begun setting the droids out to go do so. We are going to do an internal one, and if we're not able to find anything, we are going to do an external. There are spacesuits within the secret compartments in one of the panels. They will be able to only fit 2 of you. That would most likely be you, Duro, and you, Sergrim. You'll have to
Oh.
You'll have to fit them with the helmeted horn variation, though. So make sure that your horns aren't cracked in any regards.
All right,
All right.
get a suit on.
Tidbit.
I will also go
Are
because I do not.
your circuitry secured to be able to head into the vacuum of space as well?
Yes,
Good,
I have no breaches in my units.
good. We'll need as many droid assistance as we can. We are looking for a small tracking beacon. It'll be flashing red, and it will most likely be sending out a signal. If we can find it, destroy it.
All right. Should we do the inside first before we go out?
Yes. We'll do a full internal. So everyone, let's get to work.
All right. I think we should start. Everyone, let's pat each other down in case it, I don't know, somehow got on us. They could have slipped it or something. I don't know.
Okay. Go ahead and do a group investigation with super advantage because you all are helping out one another. In order to figure out if you guys have had any tracking beacons put on your person. 23. There's nothing on you, Duro.
So super advantage is.
Oh no,
That'll
I would
be
have just shook my head, but he recommend. I would have just shook my head if he recommended that and just start searching the ship.
super advantage would be 3d20.
Yeah. So I just gotta do. All right. Well, the best I got was a 12, gang.
12. You don't seem to have any tracking beacons on you. You do find
No,
you
we
do
have.
find an extra
No,
credit in one of your pockets.
Oh
we
yeah,
have.
baby.
Go ahead
We
and
have to make sure. I'm getting the rubber gloves.
okay. Go ahead and add go ahead and add 5 credits to your inventory.
Really hoping it's just a single credit.
Tidbit. You don't find any tracking beacons on you. However, while doing a diagnostic, you do notice you do have a singular corroded wire that will need to be repaired in time. Nothing too vital, but just something for you to be noted. Riot 24. Nothing seems to be on your person. You've been going a bit deeper and start moving the muscles in your internals, and you don't feel anything in your armor or anything like that. Warwick will do a roll as well. You're about to say?
Oh, I'll let Warwick roll first, but Riot can probably slink out of his armor and start going into these tiny spaces in the ship.
10. He does not have anything, but he does pick at his butt a bit and sniffs it, and then does a weird face. Other than that, he doesn't have anything on him. So that is everyone. Otopilos. I believe he will also do one as well. Also, in the recording, you guys will hear my Opera GX sounds, which are the Star Wars Battlefront 2 2008 game interaction stuff.
Ooh.
So yeah, you'll hear
Really?
the like tick 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 banam banam. Super funny.
With my
16.
experience,
He has nothing on him.
with my
You
prior experience, do I have an idea where they might have hidden something like this?
give me a lore check
This is gonna be history.
or your history.
Yeah, with this,
Oh,
with our
face?
technical difficulties.
Yeah, with our technical difficulties, give me a history check. 22. Most of the time, when the Empire is going to put in any sort of tracking devices, they put it in spaces that would be very hard to reach and places that you wouldn't really want to stick your hand in, such as important wiring places, important exposed wirings, thruster areas, typically near the heated spots, where your fingers can burn from just touching it. Near radio waves, because standing in front of a satellite is dangerous in some regards. It can disorient people. And they can also travel on those waves. Those are some notable places that you know that have been used by the Empire's tactics. So,
All right, that's it. I'm taking the armor off.
Taking me on.
taking your armor off.
I
Okay,
get-
you take a few minutes to
I-
remove your armor.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna start hunting at some of the spots. So we said we're doing full inside search first.
Yes, uh, a full internal search of the ship is being conducted. So I'm gonna roll a couple investigations on the ship. The Ugnaughts will not be participating, but they have been advised um to search their persons to see if they may have any possible trackers on them. The leader comes up to at least one of you, comes up to Sirgrim. Oh, I'm actually controlling your character.
What?
My good man, what is happening right now? Some of the workers are asking and are speaking about a tracker on people.
Oh,
Um,
eh, not really anything to worry about. Just a precaution in case, because we just had a little dugout with the Empire, and they, they might have put something on somewhere. Honestly, the on-person thing was my idea. I don't know how any of it works. It's just cover all our bases.
Hmm. Noted. We will make sure that all of our equipment and belongings have not been tagged as well. I have spoken.
You have. I'm gonna go back down to the. Can I physically reach the engine insulators here? Or no.
You can get to the insides. The engine insulators would be more on the outside. So it'd be more like your guts are inside, or your guts. Your hands are inside the guts, but you can't really touch the outside. You'd have to go out in space in order to touch the actual the actual engine insulators themselves, because they're behind panels externally.
So speaking of, Riot is going to start slipping into these small cavities within the ship.
Okay. Are you able to survive some bits of exposed space or the vacuum of space without any protection?
So I think I have the ability to hold my breath as normal base 5e rules, able to hold my breath for a number of minutes equal to my Constitution modifier, and I have a
No,
plus
the
3.
vacuum of space would fucking kill you.
Yeah, I don't think it's just holding your breath, right?
Yeah,
I
no,
feel
it
like
is not just holding
Yeah,
your
fair
breath.
enough. Fair enough. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
your
then you
blood
will.
starts to boil.
Well, I do have that neat ability where, as long as I have not been completely destroyed, I come back 24 or 8 hours later.
Okay. I will say if you do attempt to go through parts of the ship, at least the more smaller bits, you could possibly face being
so. Why don't we
damaged
just
by
use the?
external space issue or
We
in
just got the
external and
suits, right?
internal spaces. You could use the suits, but they are built. Oh, excuse me. They are built more for uh certain heighted uh humanoids, and Riot being a humanoid of sorts is very I'm not kind of squid-like in a way, not physically, but his ability to do certain things is very squid-like, where he can shove himself into the cracks of anything and just stay there. Um, it would strain the suit's own uh takes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so one of the droids is actually on standby in case if you guys need to go out. So you wouldn't be taking the cargo ramp. Instead, you guys would be going outside by one of the cargo bays, specifically the empty one that has been cleared of a lot of stuff. I believe this is uh Bolt? No, Blitz. Blitz is on standby for that. He's in the left-hand cargo side.
Yeah, I think I'll do as much investigating as I can, and I'm assuming uh Darrow told us about the spaces where he thinks they would be, like the thrusters and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely would have filled you guys in.
Yeah, he would have told you. So you guys
How
are.
many of
Go ahead.
those spaces could I reach safely?
I would say
Consider-
roughly. I would say roughly about 70% of them. There are going to be some that your muscles will definitely feel the difference in space because they will begin to either freeze or burn or inflate. So your body will know if you are in space. So it's more of a
and
gamble.
I can extend a tentacle 10 feet out from my body so long as I'm not wearing armor.
Yes, but you will take damage in doing so because you are exposing your cells to the harsh environment that is space.
On a scale of 1 to 11, how much will it hurt?
With a small amount, we'll say it'll be 1d8 damage just for the time being, because you're not fully immersing yourself.
I can reduce damage by 1d8 and heal it.
Well, then, there you go.
Now I can only do that once at first level. So yeah, Riot will in his tentacly mass form start squeezing his way into spots on the ship that he can safely get to that Daro pointed out the Empire likes to stick things.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll
go
work
ahead.
pause system if I can.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation. I will say with advantage because you are trying to reach every nook and cranny, to try and weed out this potential issue.
Oh wow.
Wait, how did I? Oh, that was I. How did I get? Oh, it didn't keep into a key. I accidentally reversed it. So it was a 30, not 31, a 23. Sorry, I meant to put key KH, not HK. Sorry.
Statement. HK 47 is ready to serve, Master. So it'd be 23?
Yeah.
23. You are able to find a lot of the areas. Your head is definitely trying to find some space as well. In these spots. You do find a couple areas where there is exposed space as your muscles reach out in those particular areas. You find about 2 of them, so that'll be 3 points of damage.
Both.
Oh, I don't know why Oto rolled. Rip.
I can't remember if it's just a D8. Let me double check what I can't remember how long it's been since I've seen the sheet, but let me check and see how the regeneration ability works for Gendai.
That's not very much damage though. It's only 3.
Yeah, that's fair. It'll reduce me down from 11 to 8. Yeah, so I'll just wait before
Okay.
regenerating.
It definitely does hurt because your muscles have to extend outward to truly feel, and the nervous systems in it are definitely trying to both recover, and bring themselves back into it. So it definitely does give a sting to your body. Continuing onward, you do find at least a few like loose bolts and a few spaces that are having issues for sure. Oh, jeez, I didn't realize how that song is. Thank God I turned that down. Is it loud for you guys?
Yeah, I turned the volume down on my end. It was loud.
Okay, okay. So yeah.
You were talking about I was finding like loose bolts and
Yeah, you're
certain
finding like
spaces are having problems.
you're finding a few loose bolts in some spaces that haven't really taken care of in a very long time. But you are still not able to find anything in the deeper sections of the ship. As you come out, where's your character? You come out roughly about this end, so you're going through multiple sections right towards one of the secret compartment entrances.
Okay, so I'd probably be in here then.
Yes.
And with that, Riot starts to roughly turn himself into a humanoid-shaped mass of tentacles as he squeezes out of the space.
All right.
And he'll try and find the closest comm link on the ship and then report back. Negative, did not find any in the internal spaces of the ship. By the way, Odo, you might want to look into having some of these spaces tightened up on next repair.
Noted. The ship is old, just like me. So, what else are you guys doing? Are you guys going to be going outside?
I'm waiting to
Uh,
go outside.
Yeah,
You're
I'll,
waiting to
I'll
go outside?
immediately
Yeah,
head out. Just because I'm
yeah.
most useful out there.
Okay.
I'm
So,
thinking if he's handling most of the internal stuff and doesn't need help with that, I would have already been starting to get on the spacesuit.
all right then.
Yeah. I guess while Sergrim's putting on his spacesuit, Riot will be putting his armor back on and then heading towards the gun well.
Alrighty. Blitz looks to the two that are going to be going outside, and looks to you and just does a couple blitz and whistles to you guys as he says, "This area needs to be pressurized before you go outside. I suggest you put on your suits now, because once this area is pressurized, it's going to be real hard for you organics to breathe."
Makes sense.
So the two people that are going out is Sigrim and Duro.
You want me to move Darrow down to where Sergrim's at?
Yes.
Okay.
And Tidbear. It's the three of us.
There's only two
Just
suits.
two
Oh
of
yeah, I
us.
guess you're a droid, so
Yeah, I don't need a suit.
Yeah, the droid. Oh yeah, Tidbit is also.
It's me.
All right, so you guys take about 10 minutes for you guys to get on your suits, make sure that they are airlocked. The mag boots, the magnetic boot settings are working in these. What was that noise?
Windows disconnection.
We'll just disconnect that then. Flash drive acting funny. And you three begin to feel the pressure of this area begin to be sucked out and slowly begin to turn into the vacuum that would be the outside of space. The droid looks to you all and says, "We're fully ready. Opening the doors." As the outside doors open and the soundlessness of space comes through. You all see the nebulic-filled stars and the dust and debris that fills this entire area. The large rocks that, at the moment, you all are slowly spinning at a decent speed, as the ship itself is maglocked onto this particular asteroid. You three, and I will even say, let's see. I'll say Blitz will join you guys for this. You guys are gonna able to see the map, are you?
No.
We were for a second.
That was weird. Why did it do that? Did it reset?
Oh, is it because who all has dark? I don't think Darrow has dark vision, and does Sergrim have dark vision? No.
Sheesh. Oh.
Should I have dark vision?
Droids do not get dark vision.
Oh, that feels
Okay.
weird. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Good.
then I will say you will. I will say you will activate a lighting systems. So your eyeballs will illuminate for roughly 5 feet in front of you and dim light within 5 feet because You're a droid. You can be able to do that.
Yeah.
Camera eyes got a little bit.
I can technically also. I can pull out my lightsaber. That also
Yeah,
gives
I
me
was
5
about to
feet.
say.
Not the smartest idea, but
You can
That
pull your,
has been done before.
you can pull out your lightsaber.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
yeah,
That
if
is his main
gives me
mechanic
5 feet of
in Jedi Survivor.
dim light.
it's fine.
Okay.
If I've learned anything
You
from
you wish
recent
to
Star
pull
Wars TV,
you wish to pull out your
it's fine. If I've
lightsaber?
learned anything from recent Star Wars TV, it's that like you fires in space is fine.
That's true.
Yeah,
You
fire in
can have fire
space
in
is
space.
totally a thing.
Yeah.
Did someone sneeze? Bless
Apparently, in
you
the
if you
Star Wars
did.
universe, fire
No, I
doesn't fire
laughed.
oxygen, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, fire in
Or
space where there's no
has
oxygen
oxygen in it.
totally comes through. Fucking.
Don't you know physics, brother? Come on.
Don't you know space rules? Okay, so what
You know
is
who loves me? My mom.
so what is the color of your blade?
I think it's yellow.
Yellow?
Oh, we're going with the Jedi scent. All right.
What the what? I just wanted to pick the color.
It's like it's the fucking the Temple Guardians.
You know
Alright.
what? Name's Guardian. Class name's Guardian, so that works for me.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, this shit kind of bright.
Bro's got
The
the piss light.
he's got the pit he's got the piss blade. The piss saver. You the droids
It's
uh
wiggly.
it's wiggly.
Why is it wiggly?
Why is it dripping?
That's
The
interesting.
Giant
Oh, it
computer.
smells.
droid
Why does it smell?
It smell like asparagus. Oh my god.
the droids turn on their lights to be able to see, as in this area there does not seem to be any sort of sunlight. So it is dark. You, Sigram, pull out from your side the blade that was. Actually, tell me how you acquired this blade.
I was
Really
in
mystery.
a market on the planet I was from. Again, forgive me. I don't know Star Wars,
Cooking?
so I'm not
Cooking?
gonna. I'm not gonna make a new planet up on the spot.
Let
Mm-hmm.
him cook.
We'll let you cook.
And in the market, I was just looking to pilfer, just just steal stuff off of market stalls to get through my day-to-day life as a grifter.
Mm-hmm.
And a voice spoke to me, telling me to take this shiny cylindrical object. I think that's the word. Cylindrical? That works.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh, so I grabbed it and ran. Got a lot more heat from like the local like security than I usually do. Managed to evade from them. Press the button on the side. I don't know how lightsabers work.
That is correct.
All right, press the button on the side, and and that's kind of, and now there's a funny voice in my head that tells me to do things.
All right
Works.
then.
I do
This
recommend
is
picking
not-
up the power telemetry at some point if that's the store you're running with.
Sounds good, man.
All right then. You pull out for the first time this blade after hiding it for so long. The three of you watch as Sigram pulls from his side this weird, strange cylinder of sorts before it.
He's got a better lightsaber
Hums.
sound than I do.
So I do Star Wars noises.
Shit.
He pulls a light blade made purely out of plasma as it illuminates the spot that he is in with a yellow glow. The hum of it is both soft and energetic. The droids have definitely seen. The droids definitely know what these are. This is the weapon of what your circuitry knows as Jedi. This is known as lightsaber. One of the few rare weapons of the galaxy. And for a very short, organic short time, they were used as a means of defending the galaxy. And even today, some of the well-known figures in galactic history use this technology and use these weapons as protection and as tools as well. They are extremely rare, and your recent organic friend, has one. Doro, you see this. You have only been told stories about lightsabers. You know that they are associated with Jedi, and you have been told that Jedi are the enemy of the galaxy from your family, from those that have raised you. What would you guys like to do?
I just start walking around using it as like a little flashlight. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing, guys.
Okay, you're waving the blade around. As it does so, it goes. The blade strikes a bit of the ship as it goes and cuts through. As it cuts through a small section of the hull, a quickly brightened streak of burning hot metal singes the side of the ship. You did not hit anything vital, so that's good. You hit part of the hull. You
From now on, after I hit the hole, I like hold it up, like above my head. No, like whatever orientation that is.
Mhm.
It's like
I don't
okay.
know where you found that thing, but those are dangerous. Like,
Yeah, that's why I got it.
Blitz looks over and says, "You want to be careful with that. You are holding the heat of the sun in your hand."
So you're telling me I have the power of the sun in the palm of my hand?
Oh,
Essentially,
no.
yes.
All right, good to know. Well, right now it's a light source, so let's find this tracker.
Okay. So, all of you will be doing an investigation on the external of the ship. Go ahead and roll me a group investigation with hyper advantage. So this will be 4d20. This is the highest variation of it. It's the highest variation of advantage and disadvantage in the game.
How do I
just-
doesn't
do
that make
that?
sense for only one person?
I'm just
to
gonna roll
it, then?
advantage twice. Oh, that's a nat 20, so I'm done. The other one was a 4. I got a 420.
Hey, there you go.
My game!
Where's
Like
birthday?
space weed. I gotta give me some space weed.
You want to buy some death sticks?
No.
Oh,
And it's
Okay.
the birthday of the man who killed Hitler too.
hey, that's true.
Yay.
That is true.
I'm gonna have to censor that. I have to censor. I'm gonna have to censor
Oh
that
wait,
name.
no!
It's okay. It's
Oh,
okay.
no!
I just remembered who killed that man. Because
We
it
have
was a long
20.
day at work.
I just remembered who killed that man. There goes my hero.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
It's all right. It's all
There
right. If you censor the first part, they don't know what we're talking about, so the hero part
Exactly.
doesn't have to get censored.
Who
We're good.
killed
We're
what?
good.
We never know.
Oh, why did I roll for you? Damn
You
it.
know what? I gotta. You know what? That's my second advantage roll. Thanks, man.
You got a 15.
That was meant for
What are
Blitz,
you
we'll
gonna
say
do?
that.
Yeah. Well, I still have a +0 anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It's okay. Okay, you all look around the external of the ship, sort of walking alongside the surfaces of it.
I don't think this is our ship, guys. I don't think this is our ship. Hey, I think we're a little lost
Go
here.
rock. There he goes.
Well, I'm looking
We'll
around.
never see him again.
I'm kidding. We're good. We're good.
Uh, as this is happening, and looking over, you guys do eventually find uh, that there is a tracker on the ship, specifically near the engine ports where the fire and the propelled plasma would be coming out of. It appears to be stuck
far
onto a
must have.
heat-resistant gel piece, so that the gel would remain on it even if it was at high temperatures.
So, do you think we should do I have like comms to like the inside?
Yeah, you would still have your comlinks. The comlinks will still work
All
on
right.
the outside. On the outside.
I'll just like, hey Otto, we found it.
Good. Remove it and destroy it.
Should we destroy it or should we send it off in another direction?
If we send it off in another direction, they'll have a trail. But if we destroy it, they'll lose their signal.
All right, fair enough. And then I'll just. No, can I like take? Is this? Can I just like pick it up?
Go to try and pick it up, and the the sticky gel that is on there sort of holds it at like a concrete level of strength onto it. You can either do you're able to do force abilities, correct?
So.
Some. You can either do a athletic or yeah, an athletics check or a I'll say arcana check because of our technical difficulties to try and peel this off.
I would go for athletics.
Okay,
If I
brute force.
specifically use lightning charge, would that make it any like better or worse? Or
Uh,
maybe. Oh wait, if I'm doing athletics, could I do? Because I have the force, push, and pull. So would that help me a little bit?
yeah, I'll say that'll give you some
How do you
advantage.
chop with a lightsaber?
Huh?
You got that lightsaber in you.
Yeah, just give it a you poke.
19
19.
athletics.
You grab a hold of it with your hand. And you're trying to pull and pull and pull, and physical strength just isn't doing it at first, and then you just calm your head. You calm your head before you feel a wave of energy that just fills your muscles and your strength before it ding, it is out of your hands, or you pull it off so much that it almost floats out of space before you quickly catch
Up,
it.
up.
You quickly catch it before you're able to unmag lock for a second. Like you catch it in the air, your boots sort of unmag lock from the ship before it right back down onto it.
Oh, that could have been bad. Anyways,
Tippett said he'd be right back.
all right. Well, if we're destroying it, I think I'm just gonna like have it float in the air for a second, and just kind of swing at it with my lightsaber.
Okay, you float it before it is completely destroyed, vaporized from the intense heat of your apparently weapon. There
Alright,
is
cool.
there is a moment as you hold it and have done this, you hear that voice again, and it gives you a warning. You're not sure what, but it gives you a warning. The rest of you, uh, looking around the space. You begin to Foundry server reestablish server. Whoa, weird.
It does that every once in a while.
Okay, you take a moment and go ahead and roll me a perception check. I will say
All
with
of
it,
us?
yes, all of you with advantage because you are all sort of seeing this
I'm back.
for a second. Cool.
Perception.
Yeah, Tidbit, go ahead and roll a perception check with advantage.
During this, I think I'll also message to Otto again. All right, things destroyed, and also for reasons I cannot articulate, we might want to be on our guard.
What do you mean?
Is that really?
As
I don't know. I just got a gut feeling.
as you say this, there is a moment you are all looking. Things are not as they seem, and you all begin to get a bad feeling about this.
God, I've been
As
feeling about this.
Duro, you see something that flies past you, silent. As you look towards Tidbit and see a weird shadowy figure. Tidbit, you immediately are getting multiple sensor readings that something is attached to your chassis, and you hear grinding noises on your person.
As soon as I
You
see something kind of, as soon as I see something flashing onto him, I pull out my gun and just kind of line up a shot in front of, like, don't move, and I fire at it.
okay? Do the roll. Why is it not doing the roll?
You're disconnected from it right now.
Oh, I gotta reboot. Okay. You quickly grab your holster, sort of 180 your hand as you fire at it. You hear a as a Minoc had tried to attach itself onto you and has attempted to eat at you. You take 3 points of piercing damage as it has exposed a bit of your wiring to the outside.
Oh,
It is floating a little bit above you as now 2, 3, 5, 8 Minoc are now coming out of this asteroid and are beginning to sort of float and flock around you guys, all hitting, all beginning to swarm. They are attaching themselves onto the ship, and they are also attaching themselves onto your droid-based companions, and they are quite angry and disturbed. The noise can also be heard from the outside as you hear ting, 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 ting at different parts of the ship as Otto gets on comms. What is going on up there? What is that noise?
we
What is
got
going on
some.
there?
We got some little creatures trying to eat the metal of the ship and our robot companions.
What could Minox destroy those things?
All right, will do. And I'm going to, unless you want me to save this for initiative, I'm going to use one of my at-will saber throw force powers.
Saber throw. Okay. I will say we will go into a combat initiative. I don't essentially have I don't essentially have like the actual tokens because limited time, but we will do a small combat. So go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll initiative for me. Don't know if there's a way for me to roll for the droid, but I will certainly try.
What is the button here for that? Or is it just D20?
You should be able to click, like right if you open up your character sheet, right under like your character's like avatar token, then you should see an initiative button.
Oh, there it is. A black.
Trying to add it, it's not adding it. How do, Lord, how do I add a NPC to the combat tracker? Lord? Oh, he's muted, okay. Well, I had rolled a 15, so it will be, Blitz, Tidbit, Sigram, and Doro. So, the Minox are going to go in between you guys. So, the combat has began. The Minox are swarming in different directions as two of them are going to try and go towards Blitz. And they're going to attempt to attack. $16, that will hit him. He will take... Oh, full damage. As a Minoc has latched onto the side of his face as he's like... As he's freaking out a bit and trying to shake it off his head. That will be its turn. The other one...
It's me.
The other one misses and flies past. As that is happening, that will end that one's turn. Blitz will take a shocking. Will take his arm out and zap the Minoc off of him. It will take. It will take 4 points of damage as it is zapped off of him. It actually will fall a minute as it is stunned. Excuse me, a little loud. That will be its turn, or that will be Blitz's turn. Tidbit, it is your turn. What would you like to do? There is a swarm of roughly about 6 Minoc that are above your guys' heads, and 2 of them look towards your direction and are a bit hungry.
I'll just try to hit them with my my vibro rapier.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
my memory. What is it with again? So my vibrate ratio is finesse. Oh, I just click on it. What a fool I am. 10.
10. That will be enough to hit it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, did I roll the wrong thing?
Two.
I rolled my weapon.
Ah, that's fine.
Okay.
12 damage.
There.
I guess that'll work. As you do so, you pull out your vibro blade from the side as one of them comes swooping down onto you, and you cut it in half as it floats into the distant part of space. It is dead.
I don't think I can do anything else.
Let's see. It will be the next two Minox. They are going to try and swoop down on you as they are following up on their brethren. The first one, that'll be a 7. Tidbit, will a 7 hit you?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Second one.
I don't think he has a -3 to dex. I think he did.
Armor class is a 14.
14? Okay, the other one does not make it as well as it swoops past and you dodge the second one. The other one swoops to try and hit you and you quickly move out of the way of it. Alright, so that will be its turns. Sigram, it is your turn. You see that your robotic friends in the ship are being attacked by these creatures. The ones on the ships are needing to be removed quickly because they are chewing into vital parts of the ship.
And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my saber throw.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
19 to hit.
19. Okay, I will say with that 19, you can hit multiple Minoc off of the ship.
Alright. Should I roll damage twice or just once for both?
I will say go ahead and roll damage twice.
Alright, so the first one, thank God.
Okay.
Second one, 8.
Okay.
Good ricochet, good ricochet.
Okay, the first one sort of scuffs it against its own leather hide as it quickly just whines and sort of flaps off and goes back into the cave that it reaches. The other one is cut in half as it sort of clips the ship a little, but is able to come back as it and you catch it back into your hand. Sweet, sweet. 2 of the Minox are going to do nothing because they are chewing onto the ship. That will be their turn. Duro, it is your turn. What are you going to do? There are several that are floating up in the air still that the droids are taking care of, and some that are on the ship. There are roughly 6 left on the ship now.
I'm gonna lay up a shot on the ones that are holding still, just kind of feeding on the ship, because that's an easy shot for me. I'm just gonna take a shot.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
I'm having trouble connecting. Remember, I can't.
Oh, you're not able to do the thing?
Yeah.
Try and refresh your page and try and get back in. If it can't work on the on here, we can try and do it in the roll chat. God, I love this song. I am creating more music for our sessions. So do not worry, we will have a plethora
Nice.
of more Star Wars songs. Which some of them will be posted on the channel for other people to check out and see whether or not they like it. So, to those that are viewing this, comment below which Star Wars song is your favorite, and we'll try and make some more just like that. A 9, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
R/roll.
Yeah, that'll work. Our,
How do you do it again? It's
I think it was exclamation R.
No, exclamation point, roll, and then what you want to roll.
I get it.
So like 1d20 plus whatever.
There we go. 9.
Damn it.
You
Nice.
You shoot it off of the ship as it also winds and retreats back into its cave. That will be the end. Will that be the end of your turn?
All
right.
I'll start making my way towards the entrance to the ship, like how to get back on, or actually, some of them are on the other side of the ship, right? I would start running to the other side of the ship so I can shoot them off.
Okay. You see that there are a few that are in the underbelly of the ship, and they are definitely trying to stay on. Heading back up to the top of the round, it will be Blitz's turn. Blitz will look over, and he is going to be right back.
Oh, nice.
Be right back. Might have a show you. Well, shouldn't be real fast. Oh, okay.
You know, Star Wars does something to a man.
Yeah, Star Wars definitely does stuff. Blitz is going to be going to the hangar bay, and he is going to get ready to get the doors closed and the area pressurized. So there is no time limit, but he is prepping that for you guys to quickly get in once this is dealt with. That will be the end of his turn. It is going to be Tidbit's turn. There are some that are still floating about, and 2 of them are making their way down onto you. They are going to try and attack. Oh. Let's see. A natural 20 for one of them. And a 17 for the other one.
2 separate? Oh, okay. Yeah, my armor class is 14.
14? Okay, both of them are going to latch onto you. And they are going to do damage. One of them does 2 points of damage for the crit, and the other one is going to do 3 points of damage.
Sorry, what was the first one?
That's both of them.
Oh, 4. Okay. Oh, 3 and 1. Okay.
It'll technically be 5 because the one
Oh, okay.
is the critical.
I see. Okay.
Alrighty, that is the end of their turn. What would you like to do?
I will make an attack with my vibro rapier on one of them.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll an attack.
I'll just wait. This is normal. There, 15 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay. 12.
12. That will kill
Okay.
one of them off. Yeah, as
All
it
right,
is
and I
sliced
have
off.
a Yes. I have martial arts for a bonus action, so when I use a monk weapon, I can take a unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Okay, go ahead and do that to the other one.
Um, do you know how I do the unarmed strike?
I believe it is an attack roll, and then the damage would be your attack.
I think it's a D4 probably.
Yeah, I believe it's a D4
Uh,
plus your base. I believe your base punch as well.
Is it just a D20 for the attack roll?
Yes.
I don't see. I don't have like a. Okay. What is that? That was a D4. I'm a fool. There we go. Ah, okay. Is it one hit?
One does not hit. As
I
you
see.
try to reach for this Minoc, it is latched itself in a particular area where your arms cannot reach it. Has caught you in a vulnerable blind spot of your electronics. Alrighty, that will be the end of your turn.
Yes.
Sigram, it is your turn.
How many more are? It's only one on the ship, right?
There are two. There are 3 left in the ship.
All right. Well, same shit, different wipe. Ha nah.
A 9? A 9 will hit one of them.
Hey, we take those. Hatwa.
A 4? You clip the wings of one of them as it is crippled, but it is using the momentum, the crappy momentum of the vacuum of space to try and float itself off the ship as it trills away, trying to get back into the hole.
I will. No, I don't know if this would be considered an attack action, but I'll walk up to it with the Maglog boots and just kind of like kick it off.
Okay, I'll allow it.
It's like a get off. Go on.
Alrighty, it's sort of like and gets away from you. That will be your turn. Duro. What would you like to do?
Right. First things first.
There are
get a
2 left
shot
on the
at it.
ship.
All right.
A 5?
That
5
hit.
does not hit.
things off the armor then.
All right.
Yeah, get into a better position and call it there 2 down here, and then my turn.
Alrighty, that'll be the end of your turn. It'll now be the top of combat. Blitz has begun the cycling of the ship's functions and is now going to get the doors ready. As on comlinks, he he says to you, "I'm closing the doors soon. We need to get these things off quickly." So, Tidbit, it is now your turn.
Okay. Is there's still one attached to me, right?
Yes, there is still one attached to you.
Okay, I will attack with my vibro rapier. Does a 4 hit?
4 does not hit, as it is still
Damn.
latched itself onto you.
Do I need? Do bonus actions exhaust when I use them, or is that like just every turn?
You can use it every turn.
Okay. Does not say I have to hit, so I'm going to go off of that.
Okay.
I will roll a d20 to hit with my unarmed. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit. Go ahead and roll an attack.
4.
Or go and roll damage. 4 damage. You quickly grab onto it and release its own suction, or ripping its own suction cup off of its own mouth. As you then throw it into the vacuum of space, it is hurt and it flies away into the hole, damaged and probably crippled for the rest of its life.
Okay. Nice. That's good.
Sigram, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
I think you know.
Another saber throw?
Another saber throw.
All right.
Classic.
All right, 22.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Whoops. Here we go. Wow. Oh yeah, we're pulling out numbers, baby.
2. All right. You throw it as it hits the Minoc in one of its eye sockets. It flies off and goes back into the hole it once it came from. The blade comes back in your hand, and the last of the Minocs are off of the ship. The rest that are floating have now retreated back into their hole and are leaving you guys alone for the time being. And that will be the end of combat. Otopilos gets on the comms and says, "Is it done? Are they off of the ship?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting get ready.
Good. Let's get this rolling.
As we're going back in, I'm gonna take a look at Tidbit's like, hey, you don't look too good there.
Internal systems have been damaged. I'm gonna have to spend all night repairing.
Oh, I think I've picked up a thing or two. I can help with that.
That would be most appreciated.
Oh.
And as we walk in, I'm gonna pull out my Astrotech implements.
Alrighty. You are gonna use those to assist your friend in healing?
Yes.
Alrighty. As you guys are entering into it, the doors shut close behind you. The pressure in the room is being reestablished, or is being reestablished to normal ship functions. As Blitz looks to you and says, "You can remove your helmets now. You'll be fine."
All right, I do so.
Alrighty. So, the crew seems to be doing fine. Everything seems to be set. Oh, in motion. What would you guys like to do? You definitely have taken some damage for sure. As you see that Blitz has also taken a bit of some damage as a few of his panels have been ripped off of his face, exposing a few wires.
Oh, also tidbit. Can you tell Blitz that I can also help heal him with these? Or wait,
Yeah. Yes.
I forgot. Does he understand? Do you understand?
He understands.
Um,
From what
oh
I've
yeah,
Yeah, he understands common.
Blitz. Blitz. I'll heal you. I'll try with these at least these nice little Astro Tech instruments.
That would be very helpful. I appreciate it. So, you guys head over to the table to begin doing
Whoa.
repairs.
Indara, how you doing? You hurt? I don't think they went after us.
Tyler, you there?
I'm here.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'll survive.
No, but like, did you get hurt at all?
No, I'm fine.
All right, and just want to double make sure you're not being. It's not tough guy. It didn't hurt. They just actually didn't touch you.
No, they apparently didn't have enough metal on me to make it worth their while.
Fair enough. All right, and I guess I'll do. I guess the first one uh for tidbit.
All right.
I'm not too good. Just show me where it hurts. Or I guess where you need repaired. I guess I don't know.
I'll point
And
to the gaping hole in my chassis.
that's fair. Is that good enough for the help action?
Yeah, I will say you have advantage for the repairs.
Oh, good old. There's a +2
Seven.
to that. There's a +2 to that 9.
9.
Nine.
You heal 9 hit points back.
Thank God. Oh my God.
All right.
Oh wait, so that would be a full health.
There you go. So, with the helpful assistance with tidbits, diagnostics, and your use of Astrotech and droid repairs, you were able to get your friend fully up and running. All of his wires are no longer destroyed, and there was even a little bit of some material left to close up his panel and have a now he has a little nice different colored panel on his front chest.
I think on the inside of the panel, just as quote unquote payment, I'm gonna make a little symbol of like just 2 horns,
Okay.
or like my distinguished like slicked back quote unquote horns, so they kind of look like what is it? The
Okay.
tilde sign. It kind of looks like a tilde sign.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I fuck with it.
And I'll do the same for Blitz, but I don't think I will mark
Okay.
Blitz. Would you like me to do another roll for him?
Yeah, go ahead and do a roll for Blitz. You'll have the same roll.
7 again, gang.
There we go.
Seven.
Our Blitz is back up to full health as well. You are able to take some of the extra panels here and there, and uh, sorry, I just saw something really funny. Take a few of the extra panels and cover them up. There is different colored panels as well on him, but no true markings onto him. The rest of you guys, what are you all doing?
I assume that after everyone comes inside and sort of depressurizes from all that riots coming out of the gun well, having tried to keep eyes on any potential problems that might arise, not knowing that there were Minox going on.
Yeah, you were aware that there was Minox on the outside, and none of them have gotten into the ship.
Huh?
Oto looks over to you all and says, "Well, we have good news, no bad news. Good news
Is
is
that
that
the good news? Oh,
good news is that none of our systems or anything vital was destroyed, so we can make it to our destination if need be. Uh, the only bad news is that we're going to have to leave here soon. The
you just said
hyperdrive,
there was no bad news.
well, at least that we don't know of already.
I've read of.
With the tracker destroyed, the last known location of our whereabouts to the Empire are going to be here. We're going to have to jump soon. But the hyperdrive needs to recharge, as we did do a short distance. It'll be roughly another
Are we
3
worried about the
hours.
Minox? Are we worried about the Minox jumping back on?
The Minox shouldn't bother us anymore. As long as we will change rocks, if you will. Um, typically, Minox will stay in one location and don't travel to other areas, for even they have predators after them. In the meantime, we will wait for the hyperdrive to get rolling. It'll be another 3 hours. Once that is done, we will make our jump to Lantilles. That is where we are going to stop for any supplies, any additional fuel, and
Oh, I should have been
maybe a
here for
little
a
bit of more
while.
sightseeing.
He did mention additional fuel.
That's fair.
Where we're going to need it. The hyperdrive is going to get us there for the most time, but the rest of our travels we may need to use standard transportation. It will be
What do you mean?
long. With some of the routes not being main hyperspace lanes, we will have to make more than one stop. And in one particular area, we will have to travel by thruster. There is a gas nebula that is known to ignite, or the chemicals inside of it can be ignited if hyperspace travel is traveled within it. It is unknown why, but the gas that is in it has been known to take people out. So, get your guys selves prepared and comfortable for that next jump. Is there anything that you are all needing for the time being?
I guess if we could grab the crew here, I guess I realize I might need to make a small bit of announcement. I guess you two and I guess you three looking at Blitz, Daro, and Tidbit. I guess you already seen this, but we can grab the rest. Maybe not the Ugnox. I don't think they really need to know. But I didn't know this was such a big deal. Where's the Ewok? There he is.
He comes over and says,
I,
"Yeah, yes. What's going on? I heard crew."
yeah, I'm just gonna like move over here a bit to like, or this door's like, I guess I don't know if it's a huge deal or not. I don't know. I don't remember if I said it or whatever. But I'm gonna hold out the lightsaber a little bit and just ignite it. Like, I got one of these. I don't know. They seemed to make a small bit of a fuss when I was out there. And I can kind of use it a little bit, and I'll like do like a small little throw, like a woo 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 woo, like to like
Okay.
the
like
table, like a small little. It's like I'm putting all my cards on the table.
they doing
So
the
no one-
paddle ball sort of thing with it.
Yeah.
You all now witness that Sigrim has a lightsaber. Riot, you do know about lightsabers. They are the main weapon of choice for both what is known as the enemy of the Jedi as the Sith and the Jedi. They are a weapon that is not very common in the galaxy and is much more rarer now ever and is much more rarer now than ever before. Uh, you do know that they have the ability to have different colors based on some sort of crystal that is embedded into the technology. And you know that this crystal can be either chosen by someone, the crystal chooses someone, and or the crystal can be changed out if someone has the knowledge in order to do this.
Interesting. Give me a second to type something out, Plug.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know if I didn't realize it was just a big deal. I kind of just like stole it, and then it seemed to like me.
I've heard no good stories about the wielders of those devices.
Hmm.
I don't know. I ain't, what are they called? Jedi? I ain't one of those guys.
That's right.
Riot's just sitting in his chair, penting his fingers slightly.
Hold on, let me
Like I
read
said,
this.
do not say it out loud.
They're
Okay. Oh. Did I mess up my Discord?
Oh, what happened?
Okay, never mind. We're good. You were saying?
No, yeah, just like yeah, this is what I got. I also have a little bit of power, and like yeah, I'll like move something slightly with my force, push and pull. Like if I don't know, if there's like something on the table, just like move it a little bit.
Yeah, there's a few little small objects that are on the table. As you extend your hand and reach out with force, you feel the objects through this strangeness about you. As you all witness these objects floating and hovering
sorcery.
in the space before they are slowly let back down. Otto looks to you and says, "The Jedi were known to be protectors of the galaxy for a long time.
That's not what I heard.
Everyone's story's different. Everyone's been taught different. But what I have heard, Jedi were protectors of some sort. Whether they were good or evil, that doesn't really matter nowadays. I do know that there are some well-known, or a well-known Jedi that lingers within the rebellion. Not much is known about him. What is known, though, is that he single-handedly defeated the Emperor and his apparent apprentice. At least that's what the galaxy says. And if a
Oh.
Jedi is able to do that, you may want to try and find this Jedi. That power can put a very large target on you, Sigrun. And that weapon, that'll be as much as a target as it does glow.
How as he's saying that, I'll immediately hide it on my person using what's it called? The phase sabers. It has the hidden property, so I have advantage for like sleight of hand checks with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So just like, oh, what are you talking about?
Alrighty. Oto looks to the rest of you, and you're all fine with Sigrun knowing what he has now.
Riot
He clearly
continues
has no
penting his
idea what that is, so
Riot continues penting his fingers for a moment and thinking before speaking up. I have seen Jedi and their enemies before. I have debated and fought alongside my people, my adopted people, and these Jedi before.
And what is your opinion
And
on them, Riot? Do you believe they're good or evil?
maybe a bit idealistic, but they have their usefulness. The bigger concern that I have is it seems I have missed all of the fun in the galaxy.
Well, we'll definitely have to find some history books for you.
As he says he missed all the fun in the galaxy, he seems to be fiddling with this large tubular object he pulled off of the back of his armor. Like a big pole.
Is that also
Before he
one of
says-
these?
He just has a blank look on his face.
How do you react to this besides your blank expression?
Riot just puts it back on his back and kicks his legs up on the table. Doesn't respond.
So it's not a big ass lightsaber?
Doesn't respond.
Well, if we do have any more of these sort of weapons, I suggest we hide them and use them for areas of non-public scenery. They will put a target on your heads. Some of the I'm drawing a blank here. I'm old. That's my excuse.
Well, it's always better a while than a good blaster.
I agree with you. Good blaster is always a tool, but it is also a weapon. It is also as dangerous as those sabers. But nonetheless, they will be high in price and high in value. There was a hut that I knew that had many blades as a necklace. They are no longer with us. For reasons unknown. Someone putting a hit on them, a bounty hunter, hired, assassin. All I know is that they had power, and they especially enjoyed trinkets such as those.
Think he accidentally turned on the necklace?
Who knows? All I know is that someone was after him, and he was then killed afterwards.
Well, if you
I
have a
think
necklace of lightsabers, one wrong button and you make yourself mincemeat.
I don't believe they're that easily able to be turned on. If they were, our friend Sigram here would have already had a hole in his jacket, if not into the side of his guts.
Eh, you
Well,
know
I
what?
mean, he
Fair
almost
enough.
cut into your ship.
No, shut up. Hey,
What about the ship?
it was to get the flying bastards. All right,
I think that was before they showed up.
shut up, man. You are not a good wingman.
What's a wingman? I'm perfect on the side of the ship.
Well, in any
Okay,
case,
right.
we will
Riot's
hide.
just grinning ear to ear at the moment.
Well, in any case, we will need to hide that for sure. And the what is it called? Force. We will keep that to a minimum. I will allow it here on the ship, but don't have our guests see it. If they are aware that a Jedi is on the ship, they may.
Do I
Well,
count as one because I have one?
a blade, no.
In the eyes of many.
Yes, you are correct, Riot. In the eyes of many, you would be considered a Jedi. But to me, you are no Jedi. You were all mercenaries in my eyes. Some of you are more special than others, but mercenaries nonetheless. So,
This group does not consider you a Jedi. Does not
This is unfair.
put you in the rank of master.
I haven't seen the movies. Assume
He's
that
not gonna get that. I was about to say. He does not
Yeah,
understand.
assume I make the correct quote there.
we updated
Basically,
on the Star Wars.
correcting.
Don't worry, guys. I will strap down our player here, with his eyeballs open and force all the Star Wars knowledge into
Just
his
fucking
brain.
clockwork
Honestly,
orange
it's
him.
kind of funnier if I don't just kind of blind stumble. Well, at least maybe for a little bit.
Some of it, it's okay to blind stumble, and then some of it would be like, later on, you'll be like, that's really cool. What the fuck is he talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Be like,
yeah,
just go
fine.
watch this. Just be like, just go watch this show.
I'll only watch episode 8. and I'll
No.
use
Oh
the
no,
No.
That's I know that.
Honestly,
I know
I'm
8. I
start on
know
gonna
7
episode
and 9
strangle
's not
you.
good.
I will.
I know where you live. I have your address.
I will
That's true.
I will
personally.
spoon your eyeballs out and feed them to your dog.
I will jettison you into space.
Yeah, you tiny dog.
Honestly, though, if you're gonna start, you gotta start on episode 9, though, because that really is the best point to start in the series. Is
You're
episode
next.
9.
Because it
No.
only gets better from there.
It really only gets better from there.
Every link you click on
Uh,
the future, be scared because it's gonna be a phishing link. I'm gonna find your address one way or another. Anyways,
so,
I'm going to bed. Wait for these 3 hours.
I'm gonna have to head to bed here. We can
That's
wrap
what
up.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, real life.
Yes.
all right. Do we wanna call it this session then?
This is a good place to call it. Good place to call it.
Alrighty then.
Uh.
Then I say we will call it for the session. A little shorter. Well, yeah, a lot shorter than usual, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair. So yeah, I will be right back. Gonna do the outro.
Okay.
Well then, this was a definite, interesting and I would say fun little adventure. A very short one for sure. Hopefully in the future we will definitely extend it a little longer. We are just getting back into it after several weeks, if not almost a full month or two of not being associated because of my personal endeavors. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next episode. We are definitely going to be hosting these as well. Um, there may be another campaign coming, there may be not. It's really dependent on what's going on in IRL form. But in any case, I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and leave some comments for sure. Because I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. Some suggestions, maybe some little tidbits, some arguments. We are definitely also creating more music for the channel. So there is definitely more music coming for Star Wars soon. So be on the lookout for that, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.